Ian McKellen is planning to return as Gandalf, but there's a caveat, and the caveat is kind of an interesting one. So Ian McKellen recently did a interview with Big Issue, and the caveat for his returning as Gandalf is that they better be quick about it. So if you guys don't know, Ian McKellen's taking the rest of the year off acting because I think he has to heal a little bit, do some physical therapy. He was filming a movie, I think it's called The Critic or something, and he took a tumble. He's 85 years old, I believe. He took a fall, and he was really worried that he was going to receive damage to his body at his age. He can't really come back from, but it seems like he's improving. And so he's done an interview where he's like, I'm going to take the rest of the year off acting, but I am planning to play Gandalf again if they ask me and if they get moving. So his exact quote was, I've just been told there are going to be more films and Gandalf will be involved, and they hope that I'll play him. McKellen tells this week's Big Issue. When? I don't know. What the script is, it's not written yet, so they better be quick. And I'm pretty sure when he says they better be quick, it's not because his slate is full, but most likely because he's feeling his age a bit. We've talked about this a little bit on the channel, about the new film that's going to be coming out, the new Warner Brothers film that Andy Serkis, the guy who played Gollum, and Peter Jackson, the Lord of the Rings trilogy director, is a part of. But he's basically saying, like, kind of what the fans have been saying, if they're going to bring him back, they better hurry up. And he's now saying they better be quick, right? And especially I believe he said there's going to be more films, so plural. And we know for sure there's going to be one because they've already announced it. Andy Serkis is going to be directing it. So if you guys don't know, I'll get into a little bit of the details there. There's not a whole lot of new news outside of Sir Ian McKellen's saying, I want to be a part of it as long as they get it done quickly. But I just thought I'd let Nerd of the Rings give you a little bit of an update. I always go to Nerd of the Rings YouTube channel, and he always is on top of stuff. And so I just thought I'd let him describe a little bit and react to this video. This is an older video he did about the news, but he breaks down some of the information nicely.
While we were live streaming, we did have other news and confirmations come out. We've since discovered that this first film is called Hunt for Gollum. That seems to be a working title for now. That was confirmed on Andy Serkis's Instagram account. And we also learned that Andy Serkis will be returning not only to play Gollum, but also to direct the film.
Which is interesting. I believe Peter Jackson's going to be involved, but Andy Serkis is going to be the director of the movie. And I don't know if it's the hunt for Gollum. There's a lot of characters involved in that stage in between, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Rings. There's a lot of time there, and a lot of it, there is the hunt for Gollum. And there may not be as much focus on Gollum because it's literally, there's a lot of characters that are looking for him, including Gandalf. I don't know.
And we also learned from Variety that while this project is in the early stages of script development by Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens, also involved are Phoebe Gittins and Artie Papagiorgio.
Okay, and so he just gets into some of the details, and then he talks about War of the Rohirrim coming out later this year. I did want to just plug, I know this is not our content, but I did want to plug his video where he did it 3 months ago, where he does explain kind of like the book version of the Hunt for Gollum. I think he likes to do this because he understands they might not stick very true to it. But let's sample it real quick, like just a little bit, and then you guys can go check his video out. It's Nerd of the Rings YouTube channel, Hunt for Gollum book version.
While the realization and confirmation would come much later, Gandalf has concerns in his heart about Bilbo's ring from the first. As he would...
Yeah, and this is a really interesting video. If you guys are wanting to get just like a 15-minute breakdown of that period and what the Hunt for Gollum is in the books, you should check out this video, Nerd of the Rings, the Hunt for Gollum book version. It just came out 3 months ago. It's really good. It's really informative, and it actually can get you really excited if you're a Tolkien fan about the upcoming movie. The hope is that since Peter Jackson is involved, and the hope since, Andy Serkis, although I haven't enjoyed all of the movies he's directed, especially like the Venom movies and such, the hope is that since he was a part of the original trilogy, creators, or at least involved as an actor, and that all of the creators like Philippa Boyens and all of them, Fran Walsh, are coming back to work on this under Warner Brothers. I'm hoping it's interesting. Now it is a prequel, right? It's a prequel to The Lord of the Rings. It is a sequel, not really a sequel. It's the halfway point in between The Hobbit and The Fellowship of the Ring, and when Gollum leaves the cave to search for the ring that was taken by Bilbo, and Gandalf's journey, and a bunch of other characters that are really cool. But yeah, so overall, I think if Ian McKellen is coming back to play Gandalf, that's a big win. I would love to see it, with the hopes that they get it done timely without sacrificing quality, because I do want to see him over recasting. And it seems like he's good with the idea. He's good with the idea. The only issue is just kind of like, can it be done in time? And since he's already slowing down, like he's already said he's taking the rest of the year off acting, he's already slowing down. It might be a big get, right? And he did mention in an interview I heard, he does know what project he is working on in January, but he's not going to tell anybody what it is. It could be some obscure film. He said it is a film. It could be this. I don't know. He said he hasn't seen a script or anything, so maybe not this. But he does have something lined up for January. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm curious. Would you guys like to see him come back? Do you think he's, getting up there in years, and you just prefer him to, be recasted, so there's a little level of introducing a new face without it being a hard stop when he's out of acting, whether by choice or forced to? I'm curious to hear what you guys think.